with Ricky.
And Lex. Yo, what's up? Welcome to Fart Talk. That's
Fart talk.
Ricky.
Ricky. How do you?
And
We've
I'm
never
Lex.
talked about this. We never. You've done that several times, but we never had one word about it.
First of all, if you ever watched the show and Dana and I did it, we did that a lot and it's fine. I mean, we're still figuring stuff out. You know what, Ricky? I think now is the perfect time to do a performance review
Of what
of your performance so far.
on this show?
Yeah. I mean, this is what, your third episode now?
I guess.
You guess? Okay. Well, I mean, someone did say that you definitely look like Twan ate Dana, so there's some good
Eight
feedback for you.
Dana. Oh, that's really mean.
Well, I've also had some people say that you're very funny, you're a good joke writer, and some people say that you look kind of old to be doing this show.
All right, I forgot about our bit. Damn, I'm so old. I forget things. I don't remember where that is. Oh, here it is. What? Too old?
Man, is that what you look like as a baby?
A little bit. I was a very slim baby actually. So it's
What
as opposed
happened?
to what the people say. Well, I held in too many farts.
I was about to say, I mean, like, what is your health or your fart routine like? I mean, are you getting those farts out? Are they
I,
just stuck?
I feel like I am.
You feel like you are.
I
I mean,
feel I mean I don't need to fart constantly, but sometimes I do.
how many times a day do you fart?
I don't keep track. It's so I don't like consistency. I like new things and adventure because I'm a little baby boy.
What do you mean you like new things and adventure? What does that have anything to do with your
I don't
farts?
want to have regular farts. I want to
Okay.
have like different kinds of farts, like at random times, and like that smell, or that are like make noise or don't make noise, or make like like a squeaky noise, or like a rattling noise, or just like crazy farts, like when you're like sitting on the toilet and you really needed to poop, and you're just like finally releasing it slowly, but there's like other people in the bathroom, and so it's like and it's just like crazy and it gets loud and crazy, so you instinctively like hold it in, but then you just gotta like let it out, and it's just so ridiculous. I want those kinds of farts.
I think that's the most that you've ever said on the show.
I'm trying to give you to promote women here.
Okay. Okay, I'm not saying that your farts have to be the same every time. I'm just asking like how many times a day do you fart?
I don't know. Sometimes maybe not at all, because I don't even think about it.
Okay.
Sometimes like all day.
Do you
And I
poop
don't know.
regularly? Are your poops infrequent?
No, they're frequent. Quite frequent. Sometimes like they don't get like they used, like they're usually like they used to be all like a big one, but now they're always like, like medium-sized ones, maybe twice, you know.
Thrice?
No, not thrice.
Oh, okay. Well, twice is good.
Yeah, it used to just be once.
Yeah, well, so improvement then.
Yeah.
You don't have to leave the baby filter on.
I want to now.
Look, Ricky, I look a lot younger than I really am. I'm really an old spinster. So it's the makeup.
What about me looks old? Like what? Like I feel like I
I
look
don't
like Fraser Crane right
know.
now with the headphones and the hair
I
back.
don't I don't know.
Nice.
I'm sorry. Slow your roll is in the comments. She says, it's like Schrodinger's fart. If you don't think about it or remember, did he even fart? Right? I
Sure.
mean,
If I fart in the woods and I wasn't there to smell it.
you
Let's
gotta
get
post
on
your
to our
farts on the
guest.
you gotta
I feel
fart
like it's
on
been a
the
long
gram or
time.
the
We've been doing
Patreon.
this for a long time.
No, it's only been 5 minutes. But yes, let's bring on our guest. I'm excited to bring on our guest. So our guest that we're bringing on is a cool guy. He's a comedian and he's like a TikTok sensation, I guess. And he is known for blowing ass in class. Give it up for Demetrius Fields. Hey.
Hi, how you doing? Happy to be here.
Hi, Demetrius. How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing?
I'm doing really well. So, tell us, have you been gassy today?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Big, loud, flappy farts all the time,
Ooh.
Highlight of my day.
When you say flappy, does that mean that your butt cheeks are flappy and they clap when you fart?
I would say so, yeah. We're on the same page.
Is it a loose anus? It's not a loose anus situation. It's the flappy butt cheek situation. A little extra anus skin hanging down.
I don't know about that. I've never seen it. Me and my butthole have never met.
Really?
You've never looked at your own butthole in the mirror?
No.
I don't think I've looked at mine, but I've felt in there.
Yeah.
You've never looked at yourself in the mirror?
Yeah. No, I've
neither of you. Wow.
At my butthole?
Yeah, you've never taken the mirror and looked down at your balls or your taint or anything like that?
No, I've looked at my balls, but I don't need a mirror to look at my balls.
I mean, so you can see directly underneath your balls and between your balls and your taint? You're that flexible that you can see that?
I'm a level with you, Lex. I don't even have mirrors. I don't know if I have a mirror. I have a big bathroom mirror, but I don't know if I have a little one that can fit in the crevasses as stage with my body.
Wow.
That's because men are from Mars, women are from Venus.
And they have more mirrors on Venus.
That is true. I don't know. I guess I just find that interesting. I mean, it's a common thing with women too. I think have you guys ever watched the cartoon Big Mouth before?
Yeah.
There's that whole scene where the girl introduces herself to her vagina in the mirror, and through just a lot of stuff that I've watched about womanhood and getting in tune with your body, there's a lot of women that have never looked at themselves, their vagina in the mirror, and it's how, I mean, I just don't understand why you wouldn't want to know your body like that.
Oh,
well, you would want to know a woman's body. When I was younger, I tried to see every vagina I could, I'm with you. I would have
How young, Ricky?
What's that?
How young were you?
How young?
You say I was younger. How young?
I remember we went to Sunsplash and I was swimming low so that I could see women's pubic hairs coming out of the side.
Wow. Just floating around in the water.
Not in the water, attached.
Cringe.
Still attached. But
they're whispering in the wind. That's beautiful.
Yeah, it's just
very poetic.
All right, let me get in the comments here. Look, our house troll is back in action. Lunch Meat says, "Get over yourself, Ricky. My farts are special. I fart every 20 minutes, 24 hours a day. I don't need to put on a pinstripe suit and light a candle for mine." Lunch Meat asked Demetrius, "Is that your kitchen cabinets behind you?"
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
And Lunch Meat says they're both lying. They look at their assholes all the time. I'm looking at mine right now.
Hi, how you doing? I'm Lunch Meat's asshole.
Slow Your Roll says, "I saw a lot of buttholes at the gathering of the Juggalos. Even Steve-O showed his butthole on stage 3X. She says, look at your taint, Demetrius." I agree. I think you guys should look at your taints tonight.
What am I missing out on?
Well, first of all, your argument earlier, Ricky, is you should want to know what your body is like. You have a vagina, but the male G-spot is in the butthole. And
we're not going to be able to see it with a mirror?
I mean, you should. I don't know. I just feel like you should explore your body. You guys probably started touching your dicks when you're 9 years old and figuring out how that works. Why not figure out the rest of that area?
I don't know. I feel like I've been meaning to watch The Sopranos for a really long time, and that's way higher on the list than my own asshole. So we're going to watch that, and we're going to get to The Wire, and then
Yeah, how many
maybe
Emmys did your asshole win?
0.
0.
Well, see, maybe you have like a really beautiful one and you just don't know and you're like missing out on an opportunity.
Maybe you
Oh,
have
no,
an
I have
Emmy
hemorrhoids.
award-winning asshole.
No, it's probably a mess. I have hemorrhoids.
That's struggle. I want to watch a show about that. That's what I'm talking about, lunch meat.
Do you guys both suffer from
Struggle.
hemorrhoids?
No, absolutely not.
Okay, so Demetrius, you suffer from hemorrhoids.
Yes, from
Okay.
time to time.
When did that first start for you?
Probably when I started like lifting weights in high school, squatting heavy,
Oh,
popping
okay.
holes.
Do you still lift heavy?
No, I don't go to the gym anymore. I don't work out. There's no point.
Okay.
Because I'm already skinny. Like, what?
Okay. So, I mean, I don't understand like why you would get hemorrhoids from doing squats though. I mean, I've been lifting since I was like 16 and I've never had a hemorrhoid before.
Oh, it's because you lift like a pussy. That's why.
Oh,
Just kidding. No, but
you won't know how strong I am. Look at these hemorrhoids.
I don't know, man. When you activate your core and you're like lifting real fucking heavy, like you're maxing like at football practice every fucking week. I don't know what this. I mean, you're not maxing every week, but you definitely push way harder than a casual weightlifter. You know what I mean? I was like doing sports and shit.
But I mean, like your ab muscles are different than your like butt muscles and your like, your man Kegel muscles. Like you squeeze that when you're trying to push something out. And then you also use your abs to help push stuff out of your intestines and through your colon. But so maybe you don't know how to separate your abs from that area?
Possibly. I'm pretty sure that it's a thing. I think a lot of people who lift weights get hemorrhoids.
Let us know in the comments if
Right.
you've gotten hemorrhoids from lifting heavy.
Well, let's science. Do we have any doctors or anything listening right now?
Science. Let's
science.
Let's science. Let it prove
This
itself.
is sounding like gathering of the juggalos right now.
None of y'all the juggalos. Lunch meat has a very strong opposing argument. He says if he has hemorrhoids, he has looked at his asshole. Trust me. I would have to agree.
Yeah,
So
I probably would check it out if that was.
So you just so how did you know that he even had a hemorrhoid then? Did you just let your doctor look at it?
Oh, I showed my mom.
Get your mom in here. Your mom lives with you, right?
No, right now I'm in New York. I got a little Airbnb for a month, so I'm just living here for a little while.
Okay. So you're at a mom's house. Good for you. Good
Stocking up on Reese's Puff cereal.
Oh, look, Estella is in the house from Side Friend Chronicles. Make sure you check her out. She said that she actually got hemorrhoids from childbirth. Now that makes sense.
You shouldn't talk about your kids that
way. She says they haven't hurt since then either. So she hasn't gotten them again.
Well,
sorry, go ahead.
No, it's fine. Go ahead.
How's your diet? Lunch meat says you can get hemorrhoids from an unhealthy diet.
I feel like I had a pretty healthy diet. More, I think healthier than most. I ate like no fast food. My family like cooks a lot, so always having home cooked stuff. I'd say pretty healthy. I'm pretty sure it was just like squatting hard.
Interesting. I feel like we definitely need to do a study. And yes, Ricky, science this.
Because it's not like the muscles that like open and close it. It's like when you're taking a poop, a big stinky pooper, you're activating your core and pushing stuff out. You're like, that's the same noise as when you're lifting weights. It could come in from deep.
There's some logic to that.
There is, but I mean, there's been times that I've been like really, really constipated and I've never gotten hemorrhoids. Like was trying to push out poop for like days and never gotten hemorrhoids before. So
maybe you just have a stronger butthole than me. What do you?
Well, yeah.
You keep rubbing it in my face.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so I want to get to the story that you mentioned when we were booking you on the show. You said that one time you ripped ass in class so bad. What
I
happened?
did. Okay. Yeah, this is an interesting story. Well, maybe it's not. We'll see. I was eating lunch, and I remember I just happened to like get invited to eat lunch at a table that had like a girl that I kind of liked that was in my math class. So I was eating lunch with them, and I had to go to the bathroom. I had to take a huge shit, and I didn't want to do that because I didn't want this lady to know that my butthole worked, because if she knew that I took a shit, in my mind, I would not have a chance after that. So I just like dealt with it. We were all hanging out. Then we had a class directly after this lunch period. So I go into the class, and we have a pop quiz in the math class. It was Algebra 2 with Trig, Mrs. Olivero's class. She definitely remembers this. I hope I made an impact on her.
Maybe
Yeah,
she's
so we're
watching right
sitting
now.
there, this exam, and it's dead silent in the class. The girl that I like is like 3 seats behind me, right? And I just like move a little bit, and just from me moving a little bit, the loudest fart in the quietest time ever. There was like a 2 second pause where everyone was like, I can't believe, because like the level of loud that this fart was, I don't think I've farted this loud in my life to this day. And it fart like that, blowing ass, 2 seconds of silence, and then the teacher yells Demetrius, like just yells at me, just calls me out in front of everybody, just yells Demetrius, and I freak out, and I go, that's never happened before. And I remember in my mind, I meant like, oh, I've never like farted in class before. But my teacher thought I just never farted before, because she said, I said, oh, I never did that before. And then the teacher said, well, it's about time. And then everybody laughed. And then, yeah, that girl never talked to me, but she laughed the hardest at the fart, I would say, for sure. And that's the end of the story.
Okay, I do have a follow-up question. What did you eat for lunch that day? Do you remember?
I do remember I had nachos, but I didn't use regular tortilla chips. My school was a little bit like you could finagle stuff. I was a little sweet on the lunch lady, so I asked them to use tater tots instead of tortilla chips on my nachos. So I had like like tater tots. It was really cool.
Nacho tots.
Thanks, slow your roll.
Yeah, Slow Your Roll said that was a funny story. That's interesting that you remember what you ate. You mean it must have been traumatized from that experience.
No, I ate the same thing a lot.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I actually remember like a couple of my favorite meals as a kid in the cafeteria, and one was called they called it turkey gravy. It was kind of like Thanksgiving style lunch. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Did you ever have that? Yeah, it's like mashed potatoes with like a turkey gravy with bits of turkey in it.
Mm-hmm.
I had that too. My school had a little bit of corn in there too. Not a lot, just a little.
Slow Your Roll says they're called tachos. It's a thing.
Oh,
It's a
wow.
Oh
thing.
shit. Huh,
Yeah.
I thought I made it up.
Pouring in.
So when you say you were a little sweet on the lunch lady, what does that mean precisely?
It means I owed her money. I was poor, and I used to have to like ask the lunch ladies for money all the time so that I could get food.
Uh-huh.
And sometimes they would let me borrow money, so I was always super nice to them, and every once in a while they would help me out.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
Did you like do anything to pay them back?
Well, I mean, like, I would just eventually give them like money. Sometimes they would give me like peanut butter and jellies for free. It was weird because like my mom was a nurse, so we made enough money to not qualify for free lunch. But
Mhm.
like, I lived in a place that had a little bit more money, so my parents didn't have enough money to support us as much. You know,
Yeah.
like it was a nicer area, but we were broker. And if we were in a broker area, we would be doing fine. But because we wanted to live in this like upper middle class area, we just didn't have a lot of money. So
Yeah. I mean, lots of people do that. They buy, they buy like the poorest house in the nicest neighborhood or whatever, so they can get their kids to go to a good school. So I totally get
Yeah.
that. Sawyer Roll had a question. Let's bring it back to the hemorrhoids. She says, okay, what is a hemorrhoid and how do you know if you have one? I honestly don't know.
A hemorrhoid is a blood vessel that becomes swollen in your asshole. And it can be on the inside and it can be on the outside. And you will know because they hurt and they will be like a ball of blood from like a popped out vein on your butthole. And it hurts a lot. And you can push them back in.
No.
All right.
I didn't ask.
So, I don't know if you guys have ever seen this commercial. I believe it was banned. I don't know if it's banned from the US, but it was banned from somewhere else. And it was a Preparation H commercial. And it was literally a camera zooming in on one of those old school wooden chairs that like you had at school. And was like, does this intimidate you? It was like Preparation H.
That's hilarious.
Oh, can't sit on that old wood. I got hemorrhoids.
I knew this kid in my school. It's weird. Okay, so when somebody transitions, would you refer to past them as like the new them, or do you refer to past them as how they preferred to be referred to past then?
I mean, I really think it's up to the person.
Yes, you should go back and ask them.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's just be
You can
safe.
tell a story.
No, I'll just go they them for this.
I mean, if the story's in the past, I mean, like look at Caitlyn Jenner, for example, right? Caitlyn Jenner is not the one that won the Olympics. Bruce Jenner is. So people refer to Bruce when speaking in the past. So I think it would be appropriate to talk about that person as who they were in the past.
No, it is possible that, yeah, you're right. So it is possible that she's going to see this because, yeah, she still follows me on Instagram and stuff. But I remember way back when this person had a huge problem with hemorrhoids and they had a donut, like a donut they would put on all their seats. And they got to have this nice, fluffy hemorrhoid donut wherever that they went. And I was so jealous of the donut. But then I got hemorrhoids and I didn't get the donut.
You had your chance.
I know. I should have got one. I'm just now thinking like huge missed opportunity.
Right.
Yeah, it is. Well, Demetrius, do you like to play games?
No.
No? I mean, you like to write jokes, right? You're a comedian.
Yeah. No, I'll play a game sometime.
All right. Well, now it's time to play a game called Expand Your Flatulence Vocabulary. And today's fart phrase of the day is going to be skunk bait. Skunk bait. So feel free to use it in a sentence, and all of our viewers, listeners that are watching are listening right now. Feel free to use it in a sentence in the comments and we will share it. Lunchmeat says you can buy one of those donuts for $5 on Amazon.
There has to be intent.
Intent.
I gotta need the donut. I don't just want to have the donut. I gotta need it.
Okay.
I'm about to start lifting weights, get a couple hemorrhoids going, then I'll get the donut. Thank you, Lunchmeat. Okay, so we have to use skunk bait in a sentence?
In a sentence, yeah. What you got?
Right.
What you got?
Well.
So you're baiting the skunk to come to you?
It's just another word for fart.
I've never heard
you know what I would
bait.
do? I'd paint a stripe down my back like on Looney Tunes. And the skunk goes after the cat. He'll want to fuck me with my stripe. And that's how I'll have skunk bait.
Yay! That was a pity give. That was a pity give. Are you talking about Pepe Le Pew?
Yes, yep. Pepe Le Pew.
Yeah.
I mean, he's canceled, but I didn't want to say his name.
He's canceled, so we're not allowed to say his name anymore?
Yeah, I said that I would paint a stripe down my back and let him fuck me, but...
Okay, first
canceled.
of all, I don't
We
know.
don't talk about him.
I have mixed feelings about Pepe Le Pew. Okay, I have mixed feelings because clearly, clearly the woman didn't want the attention from him, so I understand that. But he was such a hopeless romantic, and he just wanted to love her and kiss her, and I mean, I wanted to be with Pepe Le Pew if I was a skunk, you know. Um, so I don't know.
I
I
think
just
he
have
was
mixed
just French. I think we should
Yeah.
cancel France.
Well, I will say that you know, I really enjoy going camping and, you know, toasting marshmallows by the fire and just letting all my skunk bait out for the world to enjoy.
Oh, do I have to do it
Demetrius.
too?
I mean, you don't have to.
It's hard. It's on the nose. I feel like my
So
options are.
you have skunk bake on the nose.
That's what I'm saying. I got skunk bait.
Thank you.
Oh, damn it. He got it. Fuck.
Well, Satan is in the house and he says
Oh.
trapped gas smells like skunk bait. Don't tell God I did that for you.
The tip of my preparation H tube smells like skunk bait. I can't do this. I'm gonna go home.
Oh, that was great.
So does that mean that you literally like put the bottle in your butthole and like squeeze
Yeah,
it?
I did. Yep. Yeah, you do.
Shocking.
No, there's like a nozzle on the top and it's got holes. It's a thing, man.
So it's
The
like
process.
a douche or it's like an enema, but for
No, it's full of like basically petroleum jelly and then stuff that like causes veins to constricts blood vessels. So it's just petroleum jelly and then a blood vessel constriction. And then skunk bait. I think a little bit of that's in there. Yeah.
Oh, Lunch Meat says, what do you call a fart when you fart in a skunk bar? Skunk bait.
Lunch Meat's trying to take the show.
That's what he does every week. That's why he's our house troll. Satan recommends that you stuff an ice cube up there.
I don't think that you could.
I didn't know Satan believed in ice.
Well, he would if he
give that to
could. He's in hell. He would love a piece of ice up his ass.
Yeah. Slow Your Roll says, for somebody that supposedly has never seen his own asshole, he sure knows a lot about butthole stuff.
Ow, it's almost like I suffered with hemorrhoids for a large part of my life. Come on, Slow Your Roll. How about you speed up your roll so you can catch up? Dude, I'm in pain.
Are you in pain right now?
Bird.
Are you in pain right now?
No, not right now. I haven't lifted weights in a long time, so I've been pretty clear of them for a while. But
have you ever tried yoga?
No, I tried. I tried yoga, but I just do regular stretches. Some of them are yoga inspired, but I've never gone to like yoga or dedicated an hour to yoga.
You ever try hulking out like the Hulk?
You're trying to make me have a hemorrhoid right now.
You won't like me when I'm angry because I'll get hemorrhoids and I'll be more angry.
Well, I really appreciate your vulnerability. I can't talk. Vulnerability. Why am I saying that like I'm on my life coaching comedians podcast right now? I appreciate your vulnerability so much, Demetrius, for sharing, your stories about hemorrhoids and all that stuff. So thank you. He froze.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, there he is.
I did.
You said what?
I said thank you for having me.
Dude, you know what?
I could be very open.
I might have a fart right now, you guys.
Oh my God.
Let's hear it.
Let's see if I can get it out.
This is rare. Oh my God. She was encouraged by your vulnerability, Demetrius. You
I
did
feel like
that.
that's what's. Thank
I
you.
mean,
I'm
she
glad.
did too. She did too. You shouldn't take all the credit, but you did too, Lexi. That was all. That was you too. But
I haven't
I
farted
think it
on
was
a
mainly
live in a
me.
long time. Man. Well, it looks like we have another question for you. Slow your roll. Does it hurt when you fart when you have hemorrhoids?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah,
Just a little bit?
yeah. It does. It doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
sounds like a folk song. Like, does it hurt when you fart when you got a hemorrhoid? I love it. It's beautiful.
Maybe
Wow, that was the first one I heard. Sorry,
Yeah.
I was reading Lunch Meat's comment. I think he's been waiting on that fart for a while.
He has been waiting on it for a long time.
What did he say?
Lunch Meat said, "Wow, that was the first one I've heard. Most of them are silent." And it's true. I've tried to fart. I don't know what it is, like stage fright, or I don't know. I just like whenever I try to fart on video, on a live, it's very silent. So, but I'm happy. Like I feel so much lighter. So much pressure has been like, this is like a huge milestone for me, you guys.
That's beautiful.
I'm
This
proud
is
of you.
going to be your clip to like on YouTube or Facebook. This is like short clip. Just watch this, and then they'll be like, "Oh, that looks like a good show."
I hope I don't get like a message from you afterwards. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I lied on the show. It was just a queef. I can't fart on command.
I wish it was a queef.
It's queefgate.
I have had.
We have a scandal this early.
Every girl I've dated can queef on command. It's definitely a requirement.
Lunch Meat asked Lex, "Does your new boyfriend like your farts?" Yes, he does. He is a full supporter of the show and all my farts. And maybe that's why. Because I got the dude that loves the farts.
My battery's about to die. Thought I could make
it
through this.
Well, we're getting ready to end the show anyway. So Demetrius, you said you're in New York right now?
Yep.
Are you doing any shows while you're out there?
Oh yeah, I've done a couple. It's been really fun. I've only been booked for like 4. It's kind of hard to get booked when you're not from here. Like it takes a while. When I told people I got booked on like 4 shows, they were like, "That's not even possible. How the fuck did that happen?"
Yeah.
I got lucky. Awesome. I knew some people. One of my friends was like was a writer on Vox. So he like knew a lot of comedians around here, and he actually like hooked me out. So shout out to Kofi.
Hey, Kofi.
Yeah, appreciate you, big homie.
Well, where are you performing this weekend in case our New York viewers want to come see you?
Oh, I'm not booked for this weekend. I think I'm going to use my last weekend in the city to be a tourist. So I'm going to like go take a picture with like the Wolf of Wall Street balls, or the Bull of Wall Street. Sorry, Bull of Wall Street. You know where my mind's at. I'm gonna go take a picture with that and go to like Statue of Liberty. Maybe go to like the Museum of Modern Art.
Yeah, the MoMA's fun. You definitely got to go there.
Yeah, stand-up is fun, but like, how much attention do I need? Am I right? Like, what am I doing?
Well, I mean, you have how many followers on TikTok now?
I have 2.1 million, but I'm about to that thing's about to get deleted.
Why?
Because they ban me a lot. I think it might be because I'm black a little bit. I mean, I'm mixed, but like, yeah. So basically, I don't know. People have been reporting a lot of my videos, and like they just take things down. A lot of times, I don't even do anything wrong. Like the other week, I put a video of me just like doing a little apartment tour because one of my friends from college has a $3 million apartment. So I was like, look at this crazy shit. And then me just being in that apartment, they took it down for suspected illegal activity. Like I didn't do anything wrong.
What?
It was honestly the most possibly racist thing that they've taken it down for was just me being in a nice apartment being illegal. Like there's no way he didn't break in.
That's crazy. Well, maybe there's just some fans that you're a good looking guy. You probably have some like little honeys that are like blowing you up in your DMs and you're ignoring them. So they're like, fuck this guy. And they start reporting.
Oh yeah. I definitely am going to ignore. I'm going to continue to ignore everybody. What? Jeez, hell no. I'm not that thirsty to talk. I got to meet people in real life. If you watch one of my TikToks and you think you want to throw me some cheeks, I don't want them.
You heard it here, you guys. Demetrius is not interested in you sliding in his DMs on TikToks, but he does have some pretty funny TikToks, so feel free to check him out.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and thanks so much for joining us. If you ever want to come back again, we'd love to have you. And we really encourage you to look at your butthole.
I'll work on it. It's on the list.
How can you really love yourself if you don't know yourself,
I think the secret to loving is not knowing.
Sometimes. That's beautiful.
That's logical to the both of you. That was the logical statement to the both of you.
Sometimes you got to leave a little stuff to like a little wonder, a little magical wonder,
Dear God, help our generation of men. All right. Thanks, Demetrius, for joining us. And Ricky, I guess I'll see you later. All right, guys, we'll see you next week. Bye.
Say anything.